This is the new Varicam LT price drop.
Cinema 5D at Cine Gear 2019 is brought to you by Cartoni, supports your vision. Fujinon, ultimate optical performance. Tilta, arm your camera. And Fomex, devoted to remarkable light.
Hey everybody, Graham Mailer-Sheldon here from Cinema5D.com. Welcome to another Cine Gear 2019 here in Los Angeles, California. I'm in the Panasonic booth. On my right is Mitch Gross from Panasonic to talk a little bit about why the Varicam LT is more affordable now. Why is that, Mitch?
Well, we're doing an instant rebate, and it is a promotion that is going through the end of September. And this camera's been around now for 3 years on the market, and it's well established on a certain tier. There's sort of different price points that different sort of users, different groups pay attention to. And you have your 10,000-ish kind of cameras. You have your 20,000-ish kind of cameras. You have your like 40, 50,000-ish kind of cameras.
And then like 16s for whatever reason.
Yeah, but there's always different levels. And they're very respectable. But what has happened is that this 20,000-ish to 25,000-ish market, it's kind of gone away. It's just that the ones below have really grown in popularity, and then it kind of skips over a little, and the ones really much, much higher grown in popularity, or consistent at least. And so the market spoke, and the market said, we really are, what's popular are the cameras that are in this lower price point, at 10,000-ish. And what really happens though, is people get these 10,000-ish cameras, and then in order to make it actually work for the way they need to operate, they go and they buy this bracket and this shoulder rig and this thing and whatever, and then they end up spending 18 grand. And it happens all the time. I constantly see it.
Yeah, but it's a perception thing. They want the body to be X dollars, but yeah, the accessories and bits and bobs cost a lot of money, yeah.
Right, and it's fine and dandy. I mean, those things help you do your work. But the problem is that you start by you making a mountain out of a molehill, right? And you're like, well, I really would like to have a camera like this, but I'll make do with this weird form factor of a camera that I can then get a bracket to make it fit onto my shoulder and make it kind of work. And then I can get this counterweight to this. We have this camera that actually is this fantastic form factor. It balances really well on the shoulder and all that, and it has a really great workflow and the colors and the dual natives ISO and all that stuff. It's got the time code built in. You can do raw out if you want, or you can have a great internal recording and proxies. There's all these things that it already answered all these questions, but people had this perception that it's like, oh, well, that's not even a camera I'm going to consider. I'm not even going to think about it because it's in this upper price level. And I'm working kind of in this lower price level, and this is good enough. Even though, in the end, I'm spending all this extra money in order to get up to there that I'm basically paying the same kind of money anyway. So we're like, you know what? Let's take price out of the equation for everyone. Let's say, those cameras that you were looking at, they're selling at kind of this price point that, you think they're selling at this price point, and then you add up to other things. But let's go ahead and say, here's this camera. Same kind of price. Same kind of number, $9,995. That's that magic mental barrier. Get below $10,000 and say, here's the basic camera, and it's completely usable in that way as it is. Camera body with the handle and EF lens mount, so it comes with a lens mount, and this control panel, which also doubles as a small screen, as a monitor. So as that, it's actually a complete little shooting package. Add a lens and put a battery on the back. It has a battery mount, by the way. Some of these cameras don't even come with a battery mount at that price point, or some don't come with a lens mount. It's all there, and then you're just at this point of saying, well, what is the machine, the tool that does the work that I really want to do? We refer to it as once aspirational, now attainable. We believe this is the camera that you'll really want. No one ever looks at what the Varicam LT does and isn't anything but glowing. It's beautiful colors, the Varicam look and colors, everyone loves it, and the dual native ISO, 14 plus stops dynamic range. It the way the camera performs, being able to load the LUTs in and then do CDL adjustments to it and stuff, there's, in so many ways, everyone really loves the performance of the camera, and then the usability, the function, the way the controls are laid out, the fact that it balances really well on the shoulder, and the actual size. If you want to use it on a gimbal or something, you know, it's just the basic box right here. It weighs under 6 pounds. It's actually an extremely functional camera, and everyone loves that. So it's like, all right, well, if we take that other stuff out of the conversation, we believe this is really the camera you're going to want.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I wish most manufacturers could say we want to take price out of the equation with their camera bodies, but so I think what people want is the peace of mind knowing that if they pull the trigger on a Varicam LT right now with the rebate, in 3 months is there going to be an improvement that's $1,000 more, another generation of the camera. So give everyone a home, peace of mind knowing that there's not going to be an update in 120 days or something after they buy this camera.
Well, I'll put it one better. We will be updating this camera. We will be doing it with firmware updates, and they're free. We continue to believe in this machine, and so this will have a lifespan. We are not replacing the Varicam LT anytime soon. We are not superseding it with some other product that's going to make it seem obsolete or something like that. That's not in the cards at this point. Someday, of course. I mean, you know, time marches on, but that could be years from now. We believe in this camera system. There is nothing on the market in anywhere close to its price range that comes close to what this camera totally outclasses it as far as performance level, what you get from this machine. We just added just last month, or just over a month ago, we added HLG. So for live use, getting HDR work out of the camera and stuff. So we have other updates planned for this camera. I don't know exactly where the schedule will be. You know, I'm not going to say 120 days, whatever.
No, that's fine. It's just other updates is almost good enough for me. It's like updates are coming, you know?
Updates are coming. We continue to do it. We're on our 7th generation of major additional features that we've put into the camera. 3-year-old camera, we continue to update it. We continue to add new functionality to it.
Fair enough. Okay, well, there you have it. Nothing nefarious going on here. This is just a good way to get your hands on a Varicam LT. Mitch, thank you very much. Everybody stay tuned for more continuing coverage from Cine Gear 2019, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.